The WSB News hotline number is the same as our name. When you see news, dial us at WSB NEWS. And for Bell South Mobility customers, that's a free call. Dial *750. Now Atlanta's most accurate weather with WSB meteorologist Kirk Mellish.
My exclusive 5-day forecast, clear and cool overnight, a low near 46. For Friday, sunshine and warmer with low humidity, a high of 78, a low of 50. In the extended forecast, Saturday through Monday, partly sunny, high Saturday 80, low 53, high Sunday 70, high Monday 67, low 44. I'm meteorologist Kirk Mellish in the AM-750 WSB Weather Center.
Currently, WSB color radar is clear. The skies are clear. Relative humidity 49%. Winds from the west at 3 miles an hour. Barometric pressure 30.17 and steady. And now at 12:22, the temperature on Peachtree Street, 51 degrees. The Westminster Talk Show is next. I'm Mike Cavanaugh. If news breaks out, we'll break in. This is Atlanta's news, weather, traffic, and World Series station.
Yeah.
AM-750 WSB. Depend on it.
Yeah, we are dependent on it. It is party time in the city. You're driving around town. We want to hear you call us on your Bell South mobiles. We're going to try to get you through. Why don't you stick those phones outside the window? Turn it up.
Well, we got a new thing and we just can't stop. So just give your arm a swing and do the tomahawk chop. Now the Braves are playing hardball and it ain't just talk. All of the other teams will fall under the mighty tomahawk. So swing your arm up high and keep the Braves on top. Come on, everybody, do the tomahawk chop. Do the tomahawk chop. Oh, oh, oh. Now the steam is getting raised from everyone in town.
Yeah.
The fans love to watch the Braves chop the enemy down. Gonna make the Dodgers pay for everything they said. I wanna stick a tomahawk in Darryl Strawberry's head. So swing your arm up high and keep the Braves on top. Come on, everybody, do the tomahawk chop. Do the tomahawk chop. Oh.
AM-750 WSB, Don and Marietta. Is it a party in your place or what? Sing it, Don.
Doing the tomahawk chop. Hey, the best thing that's happened in Atlanta sports since I moved here 23 years ago.
Yeah? 23 years?
Hey, man, this is great.
Oh, Chris in Jonesboro, you talking to me?
This is great. I'm telling you what, like you said, the best thing has happened in 20 years.
Uh-huh. 20 years. We have 23. For you, it's 20.
That's right.
Are you going to sleep tonight?
No. And you
Okay.
need to go across the hall, or somebody does, to TV and leave a message for Stu.
For Stu. Oh, yeah.
Madam Bell Roses.
Madam Bell was the one that took the spell off. I forgot about that. AM-750 WSB and Westminster. Right up till 1 o'clock, and then the party continues with David Paul after 1. Boy, did we take care of Pittsburgh or what? Taking care of Pittsburgh. And for those of you listening to us right now in Pittsburgh, can we have a moment of laughter for you, please? Thought you were gonna cut us slide by, huh? This is for you, Bucks.
Well, it's early in the morning and we're sending out a warning. We love to beat the Pirates all day. The Braves have won the West and we know that they're the best. They're gonna win it all before they're through. And when the Pirates come around, they'll be looking like a clown. No matter if it's home or it's away, we'll all be having fun, cause Atlanta's #1. We love to beat the Pirates all day. And we'll be taking care of Pittsburgh every day. Taking care of Pittsburgh every way. We'll be taking care of Pittsburgh. Ain't no sweat. Taking care of Pittsburgh. Lost they won't forget. Look out. As easy as pie, we'll be waving them goodbye before the second inning's taking care of Pittsburgh. Taking care of Pittsburgh every day. Taking care of Pittsburgh every way. We'll be taking care of Pittsburgh. Ain't no sweat. Taking care of Pittsburgh. Lost they won't forget. Woo! Taking care of Pittsburgh every day.
It's going to be a long winter for the Pittsburgh Pirates, man. For the first time in this city's history, we are National League champions. It's the first pennant we've had here, and we did it tonight. Boy, did we do it. Whoa, here's Steve on his Bell South Mobile on AM-750 WSB. Steve, where are you driving right now?
I am right now on North Riverside Drive and Roswell Road.
Is anybody honking their horns?
There's a Roswell Police Department police car right in front of me.
Doing what?
And he's not looking at me.
Well, what happened?
He's just making a left-hand turn.
Okay, Steve, what I want you to do is I want you to roll your window down. I know it's chilly out. It's about 50 degrees out.
Yeah.
Roll your window down.
I'm going to do that right now.
Okay, I want you to take your phone. Drive careful now. I don't want you to get in an accident or anything.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, now I want you to stick the phone outside the window.
Outside the window.
And I want you to honk your horn.
Okay. How's that?
That was great, Steve. Now, if we can get more people to do that.
Now, listen.
Yes.
I want you to let this sink in. Let this sink in. Okay, listen to me now.
I'm listening, Steve.
The Atlanta Braves in the World Series.
Yeah! Steve's into it. Steve, just don't hit that policeman that's right in front of you there, okay? It's 12:28. We're going to keep talking to you at 872-0750. People from all over America are calling in, from South Carolina, Missouri, Indiana, and right here in the National League pennant city, Atlanta. And your flagship station for those winning Atlanta Braves, AM-750 WSB.
After 18 years, I am finally going back to college to finish my degree.
It's been 20 for me, and I'm going to National Louis University.
I feel like I'm starting all over again.
Funny, I don't.
I mean, the classes are so big, I feel lost.
There's only 15 people in my class.
And a lot of the kids are about half my age.
Just about everybody in mine has kids of their own.
And I hate to say it, but a lot of the course material doesn't seem real useful at this point in my life.
Well, everything we cover in class one day, I can use at work the next.
I guess no college program can be all things to all people.
Well, right now, I'm doing a research project that I designed around my job.
Well, the most important thing is, in 3 years, I will have my degree.
Oh, I'll be done next year. And I'll have a degree that I could really use from National Louis University.
The Bachelor's Degree Completion Program from National Louis University. Fall classes are now forming. Attend our open house Wednesday, October 23rd at 6 p.m. For more information or to reserve a place, call 633-1223. That's 633-1223 or see our ad in Sunday's Journal. Must have 2 years transferable college credit.
Now, where's the milk and eggs?
I don't know. I don't see why we're shopping here today. These Big Star prices in their circular look real good.
I just like to compare prices once in a while. You check these prices against the Big Star ad while we shop. Let's see. We need a dozen large eggs.
Look, here's a great comparison. These eggs are 12 cents more. Over at Big Star, the large eggs are only 69 cents a dozen this week.
Well, let's just look around.
Need coffee?
Yep, Maxwell House Master Blend.
Here's an 11.5-ounce bag. Price looks kind of high. Big Star has it for only $1.39. What else is on the list?
White potatoes, mushrooms.
Okay, look, Big Star white potatoes are 88 cents for a 5-pound bag. And look how much more these are.
And the mushrooms. How much are the Big Star mushrooms?
A lot less. Big Star's only 88 cents for a half-pound package.
The difference is amazing.
I think it's amazing how much we can save at Big Star.
Now, what's Big Star's frozen turkey breast?
88 cents a pound. Look, only $1.99 a pound for the Deli Smithfield cooked ham.
Honey, why don't you put these things back while I bring the car around?
We could have saved time and money by going to Big Star in the first place.
Improve your home and dazzle your family at the Atlanta Home Show starting Thursday, October 24th at the Georgia World Congress Center. Discover the latest decorating trends and remodeling ideas. Attend free gardening seminars and choose from hundreds of top-name quality products and services to enhance the beauty of your home. Buy and save with special home show prices. Get ready for the holidays with gifts, decorating ideas, and more. Discover delectable menu ideas at the Weight Watchers Cooking Theater. Help the Marines kick off Toys for Tots by donating a new toy. There's spooky fun at the Halloween Funhouse, where your separate admission will help Atlanta's homeless, and your kids will love the hands-on action of Traffic Safety Town and the Fire Safety House. Register to win the grand prize Kawai piano and high-tech player system of the future, courtesy Southern Keyboards. No purchase necessary. quality products, and fun for the entire family, all at the Atlanta Home Show, starting Thursday, October 24th, 4 days only, at the Georgia World Congress Center. Doors open at noon, children 12 and under free. Another quality Samco production.
The Gwinnett Flea Market and Antique Gallery, Jimmy Carter Boulevard and I-85, is constantly working to make you a happy, satisfied customer by offering new, different, and one-of-a-kind shops. There's even a greater selection of antiques for any room in your home. The Stencil Shop is the only one of its kind in the Southeast. Western wear, collectibles, jewelry, coins, Persian rugs, and Oriental imports only begin to cover the wide spectrum of merchandise and gifts available. If you're looking for golf clubs, electronics, an organ or piano, a step stool, or a 17-foot ladder, you're sure to find what you're looking for at the Gwinnett Flea Market and Antique Gallery. Open Wednesday and Thursday, 12 to 7. Friday and Saturday, 11 to 8:30. And Sunday, 12 to 6. It's all happening at the Gwinnett Flea Market and Antique Gallery at I-85 and Jimmy Carter Boulevard.
Everybody is going absolutely wild in Atlanta. They're calling you. AM-750 WSB. Hopefully, real soon, we're going to be going to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and find out if the attitude of those people is what Pittsburgh's attitude was like. Well, we don't think we got a problem, boy. Are they in for a shocker? Let's go to the phones. Tim in Timminsville, South Carolina. You're on AM-750 WSB.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello. How are you tonight?
Doing great.
Yeah, well, I am too. Wanted to call and see if there was any way that I could get tickets to some of the games in Atlanta.
What do you think? I'm just walking around with them out of my pockets here, Tim?
You are.
I have no idea. I know they put those tickets on sale with playoff tickets, but they may have, and I emphasize the word may here. If you want to go to the World Series this weekend, here, let me read that. I was just handed this here.
Okay.
There's a complete package. This is something the guys put a package together, okay?
Okay.
If you want to go to the World Series this weekend, we've got good news. You can go. Bruce Burns, president of Leisure Club International, says he has a complete package. You can call them until 3 this morning. Here's the phone number. 257-1717. 257-1717. That's one gentleman that's called in and told us, hey, I got some deals for people, okay? And I don't know, they may be putting some tickets, they always hold out some on like those playoff games. I'm nervous. Folks, I'm absolutely delirious. I'm like Styx hysteria. It's the Def Leppard did Hysteria. I am absolutely going bonkers. To Mount Vernon, Indiana, this is James. You're in the air on AM-750 WSB.
How you doing, Atlanta?
Hey, we're doing cool, James.
Hey, Wes, I'll tell you what. I watched the game on CBS TV, but I had my radio on WSB.
Well, you knew where to listen because those guys on the TV, I know they were trying to balance it out tonight.
Well,
I didn't get to hear McCarver's post game, so I guess now he's going to have to accept the fact that we are the best.
Well, I have to admit, Jack Buck and Tim McCarver are pretty good, but they just don't hold a candle to Dave O'Brien.
I got you.
And Pete Van Wieren.
I got you. Do you think are there more fans up there in Indiana for the Braves?
I think so. We're basically a Cubs and Cardinals area
Yeah,
up
I knew
here.
you were a Cubs area.
But me, I'm a Braves fan, and I followed every game, even when I was watching the Clarence Thomas hearing.
Thanks, James. We're going to get as many people on as we can to Stone Mountain. Linda, hi, you're in the air on WSB Radio. Linda, can you believe somebody had a choice moment there to get on the air, and they didn't stay with us? This is Abby in Buford. You're on AM-750 WSB. Hi.
Hi, Wes. I have to tell you a funny story about what happened tonight during the game. The phone had been ringing back and forth between innings, neighbors and friends calling, say, can you believe what's going on?
Unbelievable.
So the phone rang between innings. I think it was like the third and fourth, and I answered the phone singing the war chant, of course. And this man's voice says, Hi, my name is David, and I'm calling from the National Research Foundation in Detroit, and I have a few questions I'd like to ask you.
And you did what?
I said, whoa, buddy. I said, Atlanta is in the 7th game of the National League playoffs. I said, and you want me to do a survey? I said, let me give you a piece of advice.
Hey, Abby, hold on a second. I want to hear your advice you gave because I know it's going to be precious. In any moment now, we're going to be going to Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're going to be teaming up with the station that carries the Twins up there, WCCO Radio. When I was growing up in Iowa, I happened to listen to this station. It's unbelievable. And we're going to try to find out what the attitude is in Minneapolis. In fact, some of you, because of our signal going north-south, some of you up there in the Midwest who happen to hear CCO probably hear us too. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to go on the air now and talk to WCCO Radio in the Twin Cities. Hello.
We know he's not making a lot of money.
Wait a minute. Who is this in the background?
Flagship station for the Atlanta.
See, they're talking up there.
Called up and said, "Would you guys like to get together on the air?"
Let's hear this. Let's hear this.
You were doing late at night with your
John
friends
Hardy, yeah, in
in
Toronto.
You want to do that?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Here we go.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to punch this up. We'll probably be eavesdropping on the Wes Minter show.
Hear this.
Yeah.
Hey, talk about eavesdropping, guys. You got more than eavesdropping going up there. Have you looked behind you? What other kind of droppings going on?
Oh, boy. Come on, boy. Here we go.
Another one.
I'm going to have to clean this up with my Tommy Hawk.
Okay, let's get some IDs out of the way here. Wes Minter at AM-750 WSB in Atlanta. Who are we talking to up there in the Twin Cities?
I'm Jim Rogers along with
Dark Star.
Dark Star?
Dark Star.
Gee, what do you got? Are you married to Full Moon?
Now, be nice.
No, I'm just kidding.
Be nice. Now, I got feelings just like other people, and you're probably going to need me for tickets up here.
Well, have you guys noticed how these scores are going now? 4-0, 10-3. Get used to those numbers for our side, okay?
I hear you. There were 4 shutouts in that series.
Unbelievable.
The loser scored 1, 2, and 3 runs in the games where there were scores on the right-hand side of the column.
Let me ask you, Jim and Dark. Now, honestly, you guys have had a long rest here. We're headed into your town tomorrow morning, actually tonight. What's the attitude in the Twin Cities? There's got to be this tense feeling watching the Braves come back as they have. You've got to be sitting there saying,
Let me tell you something, Palsy. Your club got no shot. Okay, write that down somewhere and read it back to yourself in the morning, okay?
Hey, I know you guys work at WCCO, but, we still want to put you on our prayer list. Come on.
Hey, Wes, I'll tell you what. The truth of the matter is that I think the consensus of opinion among the fans, as well as the Minnesota Twins, if the truth be told, was that they were sort of secretly pulling for the Braves because, for a lot of different reasons, they wanted this series to be the Twins in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think there's a lot of nostalgia here. You got the 2 last-place teams
from last year,
right, coming into the World Series.
Plus, you got a kid from Edina, Minnesota, Greg Olson, your catcher down there, is a local boy, and we wouldn't mind seeing him come up here and do well in a couple of losing efforts.
Plus, we want to see how the tomahawk chop does in a dome. We'll be getting a new dome here, but we won't be playing baseball. I mean, what kind of family? Okay, we're going to keep taking calls here, and then we'll rejoin those people. Abby in Buford was about to say something, and Abby, I put you on hold for these Gophers in Minnesota. Go ahead. That's what they call Minnesota. The University of Minnesota is the Gophers. So I can legitimately say that.
Yes, and my husband's company's home office is in Minneapolis. So isn't this going to be fun? But anyway, I told the guy that wanted me to participate in his survey that if I was him, I would not bother to dial any phone number that had a 404 or a 912 area code in front of it, because the only question that would be answered tonight was, how bad was Atlanta going to beat Pittsburgh? And he started stuttering and stammering and didn't know what to say, so he finally just hung up without saying anything.
Okay. Abby, thanks so much for the call.
Thank you, Wes.
All right, this is Don on his Bell South Mobile. Something he saw at the stadium. Don, you're in the air. Hi.
Hey, less than 10 minutes after they'd won, it was already up on the great big thing right out in front of on I-85.
On the expressway there,
That's right there in great big letters, National League champs, Atlanta Braves.
I love it. Rick in Norcross, talk to me. You're on AM-750 WSB. Rick.
General Wes.
Yeah, yes, sir.
How you doing?
We're in uniform and full of glory tonight.
Well, it's a great day, and I just want to take the opportunity to make my little comments now. You just sit here and you listen to it and you watch the treatment of our fans up in the nosebleeds and the fights and all that. But you guys up in Pittsburgh can break out the snow shovels and bobsleds. We're playing baseball down here in Atlanta, Georgia.
I got it, Rick. Thanks so much. 872-0750. We're going to be going back to Minneapolis and hook up with the dudes up there at WCCO Radio. Now, Atlanta, if you've got something you want to say to Minneapolis, this is the time to do it. We'll do this. We'll try to keep this going here for the next few minutes. Let you talk to the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and let them talk to us. It's all in competitive fun, but we all do know who's going to win this sucker, right? Game 1, Saturday night. Game 2, Sunday night. Then it's an off day back here, and we pick it up again on Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Well, Tuesday and Wednesday. See here. Let me get this right here. No, we play... I'll get the schedule here. Okay, were they ready to go back to us at WCCO in Minneapolis and AM-750 WSB in Atlanta?
Atlanta, Wes, are you back there?
We are right here.
Hey, Wes, Dark Star here, let me ask you a question. When are you on from to from?
8 to midnight normally, guys, but we decided because you deserved it that we'd stay on a little extra.
What do you do after midnight?
Tonight, no telling.
Okay, but what does the station do?
Oh, we're the big news talk station here.
Okay, but do you have an after midnight show there?
Yeah, we got Off the Wall with David Paul. Do you want him to stick around with you?
We want to talk to him maybe off the air after we're done here. I'd like to do a little something with him. I'm here from midnight to 3, and
Listen,
I'm here to be carved up.
Let me warn you in advance. You're going to be talking to the man that knows how to carve you up. Okay?
That's good to hear.
Now let's get some phone calls going here.
Wes, why don't you go first, and then we'll retaliate.
All right, let me start right over here in Stone Mountain. This is David in Stone Mountain. You're up in Minneapolis and Atlanta, David, on AM-750 WSB and WCCO Radio.
Hey, Wes, how you doing?
Good. Say hello to our friends in Minneapolis.
Hey, I want to know, is Dark Star in relation to Dark Helmet from Spaceballs?
No, but I saw the movie, and I didn't like it any more than you did.
Well, anyway, I just had a couple comments. First of all, I wanted to tell the Braves how much I appreciate them allowing me to come down from the Midwest. I moved from Indiana, and it was because of them in 1982. We took some of those special trips that Eastern and all those brought us down.
Nice.
But yeah, we came down, fell in love with the city, moved down.
David, tell Minneapolis how bad we're going to do it.
But my big question was, who's going to be the DH when we go to Minneapolis? Has anything been said about that?
Wes, I didn't feel an abundance of confidence calling, leaping out of your caller there.
I tell you.
He called for the death crush. He immediately went to the DH route.
Yeah, I tell you. Well, let me find somebody that's a little bit more with it here. The guy just got off the plane, it sounds like there. You know, he's moving around the country. Who is the DH up there in the American League Park?
We use Chili Davis up here.
Chili Davis.
Chili D, 29 home runs, and he will come to the party for
All right,
us.
we're going to go over here to the home of the Georgia Bulldogs, Athens, and Ken, get a little more enthusiasm going here, Ken.
All right, go Braves.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Minneapolis, but Minnesota, but the Young Guns are going to be firing. We're going to take care of you.
Well, we're available. Come on up here. Let's get it on.
Well, first of all, we got to thank the Cub Effect. Right?
See, the Cub Factor.
The Cub Factor.
What everybody thinks is going on here tonight.
And I got to say this. Leland made a big mistake. He should have put in Dre. He shouldn't have pitched Drebeck last night. Should have pitched Smiley. And then even if they won, they would have been fine.
Now, we got to go up against Jack Morris. That's their thrower on Saturday night.
Still can't compare to the Young Guns. There's no way.
Okay, Ken, thank you very much. Okay, guys, let's talk to somebody from the Twin Cities.
We got a couple folks ready. Go ahead, Big GM.
All right, here's Bill calling from Minneapolis tonight. Hi, Bill. You're up on CCO in the Twin Cities and WSB in Atlanta.
I'm going to listen up really close.
Bill, can I ask you one question quickly? Can you imagine the audacity of these young punks thinking they got any chance against us? I made real.
Listen up really close.
Okay, hold on. Let's get off the floor. Okay, go ahead.
All right. You got no chance.
Hey, the greatest thing that came out of Minnesota is I-35. What do you mean we don't have any chance?
Notice how it just kind of trickles. Notice how it just kind of trickles down into the South, though. I mean, there's a message there.
The only thing that keeps the Twins from winning the World Series pennant right now is time.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Braves won't stand a chance.
Hey, by the way,
just Saturday.
Bill,
how many games, Bill?
4.
4 games.
Sweet.
No competition.
Yeah. So if you got any plans for Thursday night to go out to dinner, make your reservations early down there.
Hey, Bill, let me ask you, do you guys still have the all-guy cheerleader team up there for the Twins?
All-guy cheerleader.
We got Homer Hayes
Yankees. Yeah, we don't have Jane Fonda, so.
We got the World Series pennant to keep us warm this winter.
I just heard they got this all-guy cheerleader team up there, and I was kind of figuring out what that was all about.
Wow.
I thought it came with a dome or something.
Well,
I mean, you're named after one of the greatest liberals in America, the Hubert H. Humphrey Dome.
Well, fine. Let's take this down to its political needs. Can we just get back to the essence here, please?
Hey, let's get another quickie on, but we're going to have to break here in about 60 seconds.
All right.
Okay.
We'll go to...
like we ain't got nothing to sell, right?
What we got here? Paul calling from a car someplace in the Twin Cities. Hi, Paul.
Hi, down from Apple Valley, down south of you.
Okay, we got to go fast.
Okay, basically, I was just wondering what Pittsburgh was like to play in, because I think everybody's talking about how the Twins had the layoff, but starting the two games off in the Dome, I think the crowd's going to bring them right into it and might take Atlanta out of it.
What do you think, Wes?
Well, I will say this. I think it's a valid point because I didn't think the crowd in Pittsburgh was with it. Some of our local television stations were on the streets there in Pittsburgh, and people were yawning. Oh, I'm not going to the game. I'm a punk rocker, you know. And
they didn't even fill up that stadium.
I know that's a sad thing, but that's not what you're going to experience when you come here, and you've already seen it. Waves and seas of chops.
You got to have a little bit of compassion. That's it. The economy in Pittsburgh is such where I'm sure that ticket was a hardship for
It is exactly right. We hear about recession across America, but right there in the steel area, in the coal area of the country, it's very bad. Guys, we got to break away here. Can we get back together for some final moments?
You bet, and that'd be Mr. Guys to you.
I'm sorry, Jim Rogers and Dark Star.
Hey, listen, how long a break you want to do? 90 seconds?
We'll be back in about 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Good deal.
You got it.
We're sold out down here. I don't know how it is up there. We're sold out.
I know.
Yeah, we're sold out here, too.
Okay, Dark.
This is Northern Hospitality, by the way.
See you back here in 3 minutes.
Okay, got you covered. It's 10 away from 1 o'clock. Wes Minter on AM-750 WSB talking to Dark Star and Jim Rogers up at WCCO Minneapolis. And your calls, Atlanta, will continue, and it doesn't stop at 1 o'clock. David Paul will keep this going. I'm sure he'll hook up with a team up there in Minneapolis, too, so don't stray from the fray. And get enthusiastic. They think we've got to show them what we mean.
Let's see. Sunday night is Ghost on HBO. Wednesday is Inside the NFL. Oh, I can't believe Pork Chop Hill is on Cinemax Friday.
Larry, what are you doing?
Planning my cable viewing schedule.
30 days in advance?
Well, there's so much on cable that's so good, I can't decide.
Yeah, like
24-hour news, sports, weather, movies.
But you can't watch cable 24 hours a day.
No, but isn't that why VCRs were invented?
You mean once I connect my TV to cable, I can tape movies and watch them over and over?
Movies, original programs, concerts, music videos, anything.
What about the big Tyson Holyfield fight in November?
Sure. Or you could just invite a few of your old buddies over and watch it live.
Yeah, I could.
Great. I'll pencil it in for the night of November 8th.
Then again, I could tape the fight and let you watch it later by yourself.
Hey, wait, that's not fair.
What do you mean?
This month, you can get a standard cable installation for just $9.95. Call GCTV at 292-8822, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Driving a Honda says a lot about you, but where you buy it says even more. Honda. Sure, anyone can give you a competitive price. But what about after the deal? Once I drive off the lot, I need service I can rely on. That's where the real advantage comes in. After all, later on down the road, that's exactly where I want my car. On the road. Not in a garage somewhere. Know what I mean? Honda Carland. The Honda dealer. Honda Carland in Roswell.
I'm here in Atlanta's Cellular Warehouse, where we're getting ready for the big grand opening this weekend. Oh, excuse me. Hello?
636.
Check.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you see, Bubba and I got to check each and every cellular phone on sale. Hello?
637.
Check. Cellular Warehouse has thousands of top-quality cellular phones. Oh, hello?
637.
You already did that one.
638.
Check. During Cellular Warehouse's grand opening, you can get a hands-free hardback transportable by CMT for only $249.
$249 for a hands-free hardback?
Yeah.
That's with Bell South Mobility activation.
Right. And when you purchase any cellular phone, we'll give you a transportable absolutely free.
That's free with a second Bell South Mobility activation.
And you know Bell South Mobility has the experience and reliability you can count on.
You worked that in nicely.
Thanks. You'll always find the lowest prices on the highest quality cellular phones at Cellular Warehouse, 6135 Jimmy Carter Boulevard, 1 mile west of I-85.
Cellular Warehouse is an authorized agent of Bell South Mobility.
Yeah. Hey, Bubba, how many more of these do we...
About 25,000.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, baby. Coming to you live from the National League, Pennant City, Atlanta, Georgia. This is Wes Minner in the night with you weeknights 8 until midnight over AM-750 WSB.
I don't believe this. Punch us up.
Hey, guys, we're talking to Jim Rogers and Dark Star at WCCO in Minneapolis. And are they there now?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, they were listening to me carry on.
Yeah, that's right. We were listening to you and Bad Company.
Isn't that cool?
Well, yeah, cool was the word I was looking for. Where is it?
It's the hottest stuff happens in Atlanta on this station. Okay, listen, we've got a guy in Chesapeake, Virginia who wants to talk to you. You ready?
Yeah.
Keith in Chesapeake, you're in the air on AM-750 WSB.
Hey, Wes.
Hi.
Keith in Chesapeake. 25 years. It's a long time to wait. In 1966, I was there when Joe Torre hit the first home run.
Now, Keith, I got these I got these fine guys up there in Minneapolis.
Bunch of gophers.
Now, Keith, let me tell you something. I was just down the Blue Ridge Mountains last weekend, and they're in a better part of the country to be in. I want you to tell you that right now.
It's absolutely beautiful. I'd rather be in Minnesota or Atlanta, either one if I had my choice. But you guys just get out on the ice, play some hockey, go do something else. You had your turn 2 years ago. We've been waiting 25 years, fellas. Move out of the way.
Keith, they've got a terrific manager in the name of Tom Kelly up there. I got to say that.
Absolutely. You know, no hard feelings or anything. It's the Atlanta Braves' time, and Minnesota's just standing in our way.
What do you think? Now, one of their guys predicted 4 games, Keith. What do you predict?
Gosh, after these 7 games, I don't know. 5 or 6, perhaps 7, not 4.
Okay, my friend. Thanks a lot for the call. Want to grab another one, guys?
Why don't we grab one up here, okay?
Go ahead. Go for it.
Here's Todd calling all the way from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Hi, Todd.
Hey, guys. How you doing tonight?
Getting through it.
Hanging in there, Todd.
Pretty good. I just got a couple comments. First thing, this last to worst for World Series, great for baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I think what you guys doing tonight is great for radio. One question that I have for Wes down in Atlanta is who will be the Atlanta DH when they come in?
It's a great question. I don't have the answer to that.
Okay.
Because that's been tossed around back and forth. We've got so many good hitters on the bench. Keith Mitchell comes to mind real quick, but I don't know the answer to that.
It's going to be Mitchell, no question about it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then two quick ones that anybody can field. How do you think TK is going to manage down in Atlanta? And then the second one will probably for Wes to answer here. Do you think that dome noise is going to affect your young guns?
Well, I'll let you guys handle Kelly.
Okay, I think Tom Kelly, a student of the game, both National League and American League, will fare fine. I think the contention here will be the use of the pitcher at the plate. We've got some pitchers that may surprise you at the dish. Oh, Atlanta fans listening here throughout the night, and we'll do fine.
Wes, what about the question about the noise, the environment, the roof, the ambiance of the Metrodome?
Jim, it's a great question, and I think that our manager, Bobby Cox, coming from Toronto and having played in the American League and playing in some of those dome stadiums, can help our guys who haven't had that experience.
That's a good point.
And I think that, that was brought up on TV the other night, and, of course, the standard answer you're going to get from the guys is, the crowd helps us in Atlanta, gets us going, but the opposing crowd, I think the dome noise has to play a factor.
I think another key for your ball club is Pendleton was a part of that 87 Cardinal team. He's the leader, the heart and soul. Am I correct?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
And should be MVP in the American League. Take Barry Bonds down the street. Take Bobby Vanilla down the street. This guy's the one.
I tell you, those guys in Pittsburgh, they were totally out of it. They were really out of it.
Got beat by a better team.
Okay, we'll squeeze one more here before we bail out at the top. Let me think. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a twin by the toe. Here we go. Wendy in Decatur, say hi to our gang up in Minneapolis, Jim Rogers and Dark Star.
Hi, y'all.
How y'all doing tonight? Darling, just love having you on with us.
Yeah, it was great to hear y'all.
Oh, don't make fun of our southern accent. Wait, hey, Wendy, wait.
I just want to say, when they flashed that statistic up about our famous losers bill, 25 years of nothing.
That'd be 81 chances to win titles with no victories.
Well, I have been in Atlanta, and I've been a Braves fan all of my life, and I am so excited that I don't have to apologize for being a Braves fan anymore. I never have really apologized for it, but people tried to make me.
Right.
Our dream started last year of turning into Wintersville with the Olympics, and this is just a continuation of it, and y'all better look out because you're going to be looking to Atlanta from now on.
I just want to say one thing. Y'all better keep your head down when you come up here.
Hey, Wendy, they wait till they get down here to all of our restaurants and everything. Then
Wendy, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Do you put salt on grits?
Yes, and you Yankees put sugar on grits for some strange
I
reason.
put salt on grits myself, ma'am. I beg your pardon.
Wendy, have you ever been to Minneapolis, St. Paul?
No, unfortunately, my brother went to school up there.
I got just a few seconds to say this. It's one of the cleanest, nicest cities in America, and I mean that sincerely. It really is.
And I want to say this. You can't have any more fun in your life than you can on Peachtree Street.
You got it covered. Hey, Dark and Jim, we're going to bail out, but it's glad talking to you. And Dark, maybe you'll be able to tie in with David Paul here in the overnight hours.
We'll do that, and we'd like to get back with you at some point, I'm sure. Right, Jimbo?
You got it.
We'll be in touch.
Thanks, Wes.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you and your ball club.
Thank you, Dark. Jim Rogers and Dark Star at WCCO Minneapolis. David Paul's next. We'll keep the party going on AM-750 WSB.
Absolutely amazing. Tomorrow night on AM-750 WSB, hear the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins in the first game of the World Series.
WSB Atlanta.
AM-750 WSB winning time at the Tome, 1 o'clock.
AP Network News, I'm Mark Hamrick. Gun control advocates suffered an overwhelming defeat in the House Thursday when lawmakers voted to strike a ban on semi-automatic assault weapons from a larger crime bill. The bill will have the first major anti-gun initiative in years, however, the mandatory waiting period for the purchase of handguns, named after James Brady, the press secretary wounded in the attack on President Reagan. Meantime, police are learning more about George Hennard, the man who unleashed high-powered weaponry in a Texas cafeteria. The AP's Mark Woolsey is in Killeen, Texas.
Police Chief F.L. Giacomosi says a few more clues are emerging on Hennard, such as an apparent antagonism toward women based on a reported letter he'd written. But he says they need to know more, so they've asked FBI officials to work up a psychological profile.
Anytime you can profile a person like this, anytime you can identify factors that could tip you off that you may have something else like that coming your way and you can take action prior to it becoming a tragedy. Those are leads we need.
Giacomosi also says authorities have recovered some notes and memos from Hennard's home that also may help to fill in the gaps. Mark Woolsey, AP Network News, Killeen, Texas.
President Bush is scheduled to give the oath of office to Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas Friday afternoon. He will not actually be seated until next week, when a second oath is given at the court. Robert Gates now virtually assured of approval by a Senate panel to head the CIA. Senate Intelligence Committee Chairman David Bourne of Oklahoma says he'll vote for Gates in a scheduled vote Friday.
This is no time for on-the-job training. The next Director of Central Intelligence will preside over the most sweeping changes in the intelligence community since the CIA was created almost a half-century ago.
Full Senate is expected to take up the Gates nomination within 2 weeks, and Boren predicts Gates will be confirmed. Towns and cities throughout Northern California took pause Thursday evening, 2 years to the day since an earthquake killed more than 60 people. In the city of Watsonville, close to the epicenter of that quake, an earthquake memorial was dedicated along with new buildings. About half of Watsonville has been rebuilt. The Atlanta Braves advancing to the World Series after shutting out the Pittsburgh Pirates in Game 7 of the National League Championship Series. The score 4-0. Atlanta plays Minnesota beginning Saturday night in the World Series. Wall Street suffering from a headache Thursday, a day after a record high set for the Dow Industrials. The stock market declined Thursday amid profit-taking, the Dow closing down 8 3/4 points. This is AP Network News.
It might not compare to the discovery of penicillin, and it probably won't make headlines like the polio vaccine. But arthritis sufferers have made a discovery no less important to them. They're discovering they may no longer have to depend on pills to relieve their pain. They've discovered eucalyptus ointment. Now, without a pill, they can ease their stiff and sore joints. And without a pill, they can get relief. You see, eucalyptus unique formula penetrates fast for deep arthritis pain relief. Its warming ingredient dilates tiny capillaries, increasing blood flow with oxygen and nutrients, and helps relieve pain around the joint. Eucalyptus is so effective, you may find yourself depending on pills less and less. The discovery of eucalyptus hasn't changed the world, but for arthritis sufferers, it could make a world of difference. Eucalyptus ointment helps eliminate the pain and quite possibly the pain relief pill.
Look for eucalyptus at Eckerd. Use only as directed.
This is Mike Cabot on the AM-750 WSB News Center. No, it was not your imagination. Thursday night in Pittsburgh, the loudest noise in the place was the familiar spine-tingling Atlanta Braves war chant. And yes, our Braves are going to the World Series. They jumped on Pirates pitcher John Smiley in the first inning. They got 3 runs. Later, they added a 4th. That was all they needed. The score 4-0. The Braves not returning to Atlanta Friday. They head straight to Minneapolis for the first game of the World Series. Of course, every pitch, every hit will be heard right here on AM-750 WSB, your Atlanta Braves and World Series station. If you want to go to the World Series this weekend, some good news. You can go. Bruce Burns, president of Leisure Club International, tells us he has a complete package ready right now.
We're in the office tonight. We're going to be here probably from about 12 midnight till 2 or 3 a.m., and you can call 257-1717. Game tickets and airplane flights, the whole thing is $4.99 per person. That includes airfare, transfers, and game tickets.
Again, that's 257-1717. They'll be answering the phones up until about 3 o'clock this morning. And other news from Thursday. A Fulton County judge has stopped doctors from disconnecting the life support from a comatose 13-year-old girl. AM-750 WSB's Kerry Browning says parents' rights prevailed in the decision.
The decision by Judge Leah Sears Collins says there was inconclusive evidence regarding whether the child was in pain. Some doctors indicated the brain damage was so severe the child was not conscious much at the time. This is a crucial point. The judge says she could not take away a parent's rights to make medical decisions without strong evidence the child was undergoing what they called medical abuse. Without it, Judge Sears Collins has ordered the hospital not to take any action to end the life support unless both parents agree. Kerry Browning, AM-750, WSB News.
If you think the prices at the pump are up a bit, it's not your imagination. AAA South says its survey shows throughout the state of Georgia, people are paying about 2 cents more a gallon compared to last month, and as you might expect, the highest prices in the state right here in the Atlanta metro area. The message is not getting through. The Centers for Disease Control, based here in Atlanta, says its latest survey shows about 1 in every 4 18-year-olds are regular smokers. AM-750 WSB, the only station with our own helicopter and airplane. Depend on Skycopter Skyplane traffic. Now Atlanta's most accurate weather with WSB meteorologist Kirk Mellish.
My exclusive 5-day forecast, clear and cool overnight, a low near 46. For Friday, sunshine and warmer with low humidity, a high of 78, a low of 50. In the extended forecast, Saturday through Monday, partly sunny, high Saturday 80, low 53, high Sunday 70, high Monday 67, low 44. I'm meteorologist Kirk Mellish in the AM-750 WSB Weather Center.
WSB talk show host David Paul is next. I'm Mike Cavanaugh. If news breaks out, we'll break in. This is Atlanta's news, weather, traffic, and World Series station. AM-750 WSB. Depend